Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New England Patriots taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Fields. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that their third-year wideout can form a lasting connection with second-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Pringle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or 2, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Targeting and finding Griffin toward the sideline. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Fields on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Santos on to try the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft. And we saw 5 taken in the 1st round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Jones now on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots! Hunter Henry from 6 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Fields on 1st down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Pass to the right. There's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fields now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Harris running straight ahead. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, what a move. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now Nick Folk, his career long 56 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7. Jones, he completes it to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 2nd down, this is Harris. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Hard to argue argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a second down and 6. Here's Fields. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. Complete to Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Montgomery back to the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones from 10 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield. Fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete as well. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
On the return is Jones. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Byron Pringle. 72 yards. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now Jones and the Patriots down 21-14. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Jones. He gets this to Myers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Jones. Able to complete it to Montgomery. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To throw is Jones. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's Myers again with another catch. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Jones looking around. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And out of bounds right around the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Jones. There's Henry to make a nice catch. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones, and this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
On for the extra point is Folk. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Folk for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. That time, a 9-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones, first throw of overtime here. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Has a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Jones throwing on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So a good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Here's Jones on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now, what can Fields do here in overtime? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Running left, Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Herbert. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Fields on 3rd down. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
up the gut, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now Fields. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Fields. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.